What is up, everybody? It's No One Chuck, and I'm right back at you with another Star Trek Fleet Command video. Today, we're going to talk about what crews we use on Armadas, and we'll go over a few of my battle logs, and we'll go over that, because I've seen, in my alliance alone, people using the complete wrong crew, or showing up with just the wrong ship. I'm not shaming my team, or nothing, but there is a certain crew you should be using, and if you don't have it, you need to swap it out with another officer, because there's reasoning behind it, and we'll take a look at it. So my current crew, I'm Enterprise. This worked on every ship I've owned, so remember that. So I use Kirk, Spock, and Zhao for the main. And then you want to bolster your bottom. The bottom end always matters. It always matters no matter what. You need to get those stats up. The stats over here, you need to get those up too. It's not... You can't have random guys down there. You have to pick each one for the health, the defense, the attack. You got to find what suits best down there for that ship. Reason I use Kirk and Spock alone is during Armadas, you want to last the longest to output the most damage. You don't want to go in there with one crew and do one big wad right at once, because you're no use to them after that. Because you do that one set amount of damage, if you can live longer in those Armadas, you can actually hold out way longer and do much more damage for your team. And the other officer I always use, he was an event officer. Some of you guys might not have him, some of you guys might have him, but he is so worth using. So I have maxed, but any level of him helps a lot. So as long as the ship has morale, pause out, increase the shield, deflection, armor, and dodge of the ship by 300% of the crew. When morale pops, he amplifies your mitigation by a lot. It's just gnarly how he does it. Other officers you could use in Zhao's place would be like Bones, since he has the ability to, every time the ship gets hit, McCoy increases defense of all officers, so that'll last you a little longer in battle. They used to say use your anti-fed, anti-rom. I'm not really been experienced on that. Some people use Decius, but those damages don't last long to actually amplify Decius' damage up. Some people say use, let's see, use Con, because every time it gets hit, you amplify by each level, or each hit you amplify your crit out, so you have more likely at crits. It's just, I'd rather use either Bones, Carol, or Zhao. Zhao is the most important one I would be using, and he's the only one I'd say to use for Armadas, because he is just top-notch, excellent. The ships I've seen do good damage was like the Saladins, Intrepids, and Enterprises. The Jellies, they seem to fare pretty good because their ability is meant to last long in Armadas. I think that's a single-use ship, really, until it's actually leveled correctly, because the Jelly using it in Armada is just... Oh, that hurts, because it seems like every tier goes up, it increases by 1 mil each repair. So at tier 2, it's 2 mil. At 3 mil, it's 3 mil. Or tier 3, it's like 3 mil trit. It's just like, God. At least with your faction ships, you have a lot to rely on. You have a lot of the faction research to rely on, a lot of faction repairs to rely on, and stuff like that. Versus the Jellyfish, it doesn't have any of that to rely on. I'm probably gonna make a video why I think the Jellyfish is garbage. I know you guys don't want to hear that at certain tiers, because my Enterprise whoops a lot of them I run into. Only time I can't take one down was a 4 million one, which I took about 80% of its health down, and I finished it off with my Brel. It's a tier 4 ship. It should be like monster mashing everything, but I digress on that one. That's for another video. So I want to go through the battle logs. I want to look at, let's see, Ramen Watch Post. I'm going to blur my guys' names out so you guys don't see them. I don't want to shame any of them. So let's look at this. She has a good crew. I'm not going to blur her out because she had an excellent crew. That is my crew, Zhao. And then we have the Enterprise, which is my Bills. Bills is my big boy, top dog, top guy in my lounge. He runs the same crew as me. And then we have the Augur, which is running the narrow crew. That's not meant for it all. And then we have the Saladin, which he mistakenly put his hostile crew out. It happens. And then we have Blazer, or we have his, which he needs to swap his crew out completely because he's not lasting in that battle. And if you look at the logs, I'm gonna scroll through a little bit. I said I was gonna censor stuff, but I'm not. It's just too much work. If you go through it, Bill gets hit. He gets his hit, and then you look at the damage you actually got on him. I'm not going to sit there and pull the math up and say, oh, this is right. Nah, you guys can look at it. You guys can see what it is. My big head's probably in the way of a lot of the numbers, but you don't want to use Nero. You don't want to use hostile crew. You want to use a uniform crew to last yourself in battle. That was just 2 rounds. I'm going to go through the 2 rounds, show you guys that, and then I'm going to show you the latter half, and then I'm going to show you the big win in my book. And then we'll go over that part. And that's just about it. I'm just going to make this short video talking about what crew to use, because people always wonder, like, what crew do you use during Armadas? What crew do you use during this? What crew do you use during that? And then most of the crews were good. Blazer swapped it out, but it wasn't a crew to use. You don't want to use any of that crew during the Armada. It's just no. And this one lasted 30 rounds. It's going to be the same thing. It's just meh. The one I'm really proud about today is the 37 Armada. It was me and my boy Bill. No one showed up because we were in a 64 warp area, 63 warp area. Completely understandable. We didn't think we'd actually make it through this one, but honestly, we actually did. I think it's due to the mitigation that Zhao helps us with on both the ships. It's going to be the same crew, same everything. Maybe the bottom end's a bit differs. This might be better stat-wise. There's a 60 round battle just with him and I alone. Him and I were just monster mashing, pulling through it. It's gnarly. These rounds look so small because, well, it's only 2 people. It ain't 3 people going at it. Look at that. My Enterprise critted twice in 1 round. That's amazing right there. And Zhao kicked in. Then my shields came in. My Enterprise critted again. Jeez. Let's go this round. Another crit from the Enterprise. Another crit. There's Bill's crit. And then any more crits on this round? That was 1 round without crits. No round without crits on that one. But yeah, the point of this video is just to actually talk about what you should use during Armadas. Like I said, it's going to be Kirk, Spock, and Zhao. And if you don't have them, it's either you want Bones, you want Carol, you want something to help you survive. I know Carol won't be survivable, but that's like the blow your wad one, because Carol's just going to amplify your damage out. But as long as you can find something to help your mitigation, if you have your primes up, that will help you a lot, like the prime defense, I think it is. Let me look at my station. I can't exactly remember it. I'm getting old here. My mind's kind of getting hazy with some of these names. I'm not good at retaining knowledge lately. Alright, let's go to station. Oh, no, it's under combat, I think. I could be wrong. Prime repair. Yep, it's under station. Prime defense. This is the one you really want. So prime defense, 100% your base stats, deflection, armor, and dodge is all increased. So it increases your total mitigation. It doesn't usually show like that, but that's what it is your mitigation. If you buy it, take your numbers before the battle you get this. Do the division, or yeah, you divide them into each other, the base amount of damage to the total, and it'll give you your mitigation total, and then get it and see what the mitigation difference is. I think the rough cap for mitigation is at 75 for this game, where that's all you can mitigate, and once you're there, you can't get any higher than that. I haven't seen really anything over 75 from my personal experiences, but it could be different for all y'all. I have a question for you guys. So I finally got in my 3rd faction, as you guys saw in my last video, and I bought I'm gonna do a video on the Valkyries, whatever you want to call it, but I'm debating on building Legionary, or I'm gonna save my credits up and go for the Gladius. Right now I can get 18, so I can get 30 more prints for it, which would put me at 55, and I would be 65 short. I could probably, I don't know, I think I could average about 1k ROM credits a day, which I would need, what, 5 days for 10 blueprints, and then like 20-25 days to actually unlock the Gladius. I might do that, or I could, the hard one is the Augur. I want the Augur, but that's just like a long haul that will take me months. So should I go with my build Legionary for a video, or save up for the Gladius? It's all your choice, guys. Let me know in the bottom, and I'll look at it and I'll think about it, and I'll go through the conundrum. I'll try not to spend the credits. That's about it. It's No One Shall signing off. Remember to favorite, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and go down below is my Discord link down below. You guys can join my Discord, talk to me on my Discord, and below that is my donation link. If you guys want to donate, you guys can. You don't have to. I love you anyways, because you watch my goofy on video. And the last but not least, I have an Amazon wish list. You guys can look at it. You can buy something for me. It doesn't matter. Just putting it out there. Alright guys, this is No One Shout signing off. Remember, stay positive and have a wonderful day.